Welcome, 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 wonderful people, welcome. And thank you for being here again today. Yes, it's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. And we're here today just to, as our first meeting today, okay? And it's like something we have to try. We have to try and do this thing because it's laid on my heart that we must have a conversation. We must talk about issues that are plaguing our society, plaguing our country, plaguing our home, just plaguing our life even. So today, we just want to just come to you the first time above and beyond the ordinary. Okay? We can't be like everybody else. Everybody else is like, yeah, what's that, the new, how you say, this is the new thing today? We don't know what the new thing is going to be. But the way we're looking at it now is like, the new is going to be hypocrisy. The new is going to be the same evil, the same confusion, same let's do what we're doing before. Are we going to have the new is to be advance ourselves, go above and beyond this regular routine stuff, go up to where the eagles fly. Let's express ourselves. Let's do something better. Let's do something that's that can show that we are into life, that we're into goodness, that we're into the value of life, the value of good things that's coming about in our life. Yes. And therefore, since we have to do that, let us come to think about these things, come think about what's happening in our life. So let us come to show and to experience and then to perform the value. Yes. But first, I'm welcoming you today. As it's our first day. I don't want to get too excited, but I am excited because this is something that we need to be talking about all along, these issues, these comments and things. And I want you to share the comments, share the value, share the feedback. Send the feedback. Let me know how you feel, what's going on. Because some of these issues and things that we want to talk about and discuss have been carrying people down for a long time. Been beating people down, been putting people into that place, that box, and like the frog in the water, and they turn the stove on, and the frog is staying there, and then they get cooked. So let's come up out of this garbage. Let's come up out of the barnyard. Let's come up out of the basement, the attic, and all those places that keep us confined, those prisons of life, and don't know what we're going to do. The stability, that place of comfort, even. Okay, so let's come from out of those things and let's get into the value. Let's get into the benefits of life, the joy, the peace, the kindness, the life, the power, the greatness. We are great. We were destined for greatness. But today, we want to talk a little bit about some issues that came about. One of my topics that we want to talk about is dealing with sexual immorality. Well, why would you talk about sexual immorality? But this is something that's been going on for days, forever and ever. And we want to discuss these things to let people know and understand that this is nothing new. This is nothing new. And then this is no pet, little pet poodle that you can pet and rub his head, because it's going to come to bite you. It's like a rattlesnake. It's like a dangerous being. It's like a wild beast that would tear you up, destroy you even. So let's not play games with these issues and items like we've been before. So one of the people on Twitter made a post that she received a dirty letter, a dirty picture. Somebody sent her some porn, in other words, all right? And she was upset about it. she got very highly upset about it, and she didn't know what to do. She was upset. She was disgusted even, right? Okay? But a while later, it said evidently it must have been the same person or whatever, but she didn't say it was the same person, but they sent her another one. And before long, another one. Maybe after the third one, she didn't get upset about it so much. She didn't get mad about it like she did before. It didn't bother her like it did before. So what the message was, and she didn't even realize it, that she was beginning to get comfortable, because this is how this thing work on your mind, work on your mind, and work on your system, and work on your spirit. So we just want to talk to you about how easy it is for sexual addiction, sexual misconduct, immorality. All of those things can come to hinder you, distract you, play games with your mind, and upset your mind, and even destroy you, period. It destroy you. It can even cause you to commit suicide if you let it happen, and let it keep going on. Because this is how it is getting into your spirit. Next thing you know, like the lady did, she got comfortable. And then, who knows, maybe about the fifth or the sixth time, she started watching it ip. I'm just saying, because I wasn't there, and she didn't post any more about it. But the point of it is that after the third one, it didn't bother her as much. It didn't disgust her like it did before, like the first one. So now, and this is what's going on, you get comfortable, things start to moving in that direction, whereas it's like no big thing. And today, it's no big thing when we go through these changes. It's no big thing when we see these things or being bothered by them when it approaches us. It's no big thing because we've gotten used to it. We've gotten comfortable with them. So we just want to let you know and talk to you about how you can get comfortable in this mess. It keeps comfortable in this situation. Some people that, let's say, not idolize it, but it's so comfortable with them, it's like, hey, they're protected. They will protect their ideas. And it's sure, you have your own personal ideas, your own thought pattern, and you make your own decisions about how you want to do things and how you want to be. So therefore, let's not, beat people down for their thoughts and their ability, but we just want to try to encourage encourage them to let you know the full story, the whole story, and the truth, and nothing but the truth. All right. So this is what's happening. We also watch another program where they have a panel of some beautiful ladies, about 3 or 4 wonderful ladies. Let's say in their maybe mid-20s. I'm just guessing now. I wouldn't say they were in the mid-20s or early 30s. I mean, beautiful, well-built. Yeah, all right. Like, if I was in my earlier days, I was like looking. But see, the thing about it is that they were talking to the moderator. Now, they had a room full of people, men and women. And the moderator, a young guy, but he didn't understand, unless if he did understand, he did not show maturity. He did not show wisdom. He did not show what he was about. Because the first thing came out of his mouth after one of the girls said something, the ladies said, that guys don't know how to please a woman. And this is why today we want to jump in this thing on relationship. How so many times our men don't know how to please a woman, how to please their partner, so to speak. So now it's like when they start in that age of puberty and started when into teenagers, the first thing come on the mind, first thing come on the plate is like, are you having sex? And most of the time, the guy probably not even thinking about sex, but the older guys, the mature people, the grown-ups will ask their young guy, are you having sex? This was like in the past. Today, they're so busy on their games and stuff, like, and sex is like so common, so it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, this type thing is like, so what? What is sex today? You know what I mean? Because I'm looking back 30 years ago. About 30 years ago now. In the 90s, it's like, even the 80s, they had sex education in school. Kids, young as 8, 9 years old, which would be, what, 3rd, 4th grade? They teach them sex education in school. Now, sex education when I was in school was about maybe catching the disease, showed pictures of some VD or something like that. The girls would be in a separate class, and they would talk about the girl stuff, and the boys would be talking about the boy stuff, hygiene, more or less, wash your behind, wash this, and take care of yourself, and sex education. It wasn't really sex education, more or less hygiene. Okay, good. But then, moving forward, well, kids are going to be practicing anyway. They're going to be doing this anyway, so let's teach them. So the school system started to showing boys and girls together about the genitals, showing them together about diseases and stuff that came up, VDs, what happened, and then the hygienes, all this stuff. Wow. Look, 9-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy should not need to know what about the girl in situation, especially during her time. But this was happening. And then one of my little relatives, the mother said, I showed him how to put a condom on at 8 years old. What? So, well, he gonna learn one day, but he'll get there. He'll get there. Why are you teaching your son how to use a condom at 8 years old? But this is the mentality that has been coming along in the days, and coming along up until now. Is like, what condom? They ain't buying no condom. They ain't getting no condom. They ain't using no condom. And then they're doing things that don't even know what the hell they're doing. So we just want to bring these to you. Like, no wonder. It's so much stuff is going on. No wonder the mindset is so changed around and messed up, so when they send dirty pictures on their phone, send pictures of themselves, it's like they have no idea of what they really doing. It's like all in a matter of, well, this is what's going on, this is what we're doing, and then they have these video games, and then they have these other games and about different things, war, violence, and then sex is like, yeah, so what? And then another thing too is like they're not learning how to like respect the girl, respect each other, respect even the guys, respecting guys, showing that they have the idea about what's going on with their life and with their bodies. And if a girl maybe let a guy into her privacy, he spreads it all over town, all over his groups, his buddies. So the girl now is upset. She's confused now. She's shamed. And sometimes, because of that, they bully her. They talk about her so bad. They call her all kind of bad names. Well, this is what's happening because of no respect, no consideration, no compassion, no caring, because now there's no understanding about what happened or what's going on. And so therefore, the poor girl has been talked about. Not only has she been talked about by the boys, she's been talked about by the girls. Now, all these girls, not all of them, okay, But some of these girls that were talking about this poor girl, they're doing the same thing. But they try to keep it on the wrap because they in turn blackmail a guy or just, they already have a name already now. You know what I mean? So they can protect it, cover themselves. But the poor girl, she's run into an ambush, and the bullying, and the names that they call her, and all this stuff, talking about her, demeaning her, putting her in that place of prison. So now she wants her out, and she's doing things now like she would never thought about. She would never think about doing those kind of things today. Today, kids like in certain schools, they're doing oral sex all in school rooms, school auditorium, cafeteria, in the closet, the bathroom. They just massaging each other, so to speak. Just touching, talking junk, showing pictures. So now it's like a cesspool of life and lifestyle and life the way we're doing it. So this is one of the things we come about doing. So when the girls say that, well, you guys don't know how to please a woman. Instead of the guy saying, well, we're working on it or something like that, he slam-bamming the girl, banging upside the head with his verbal abuse, instead of like, fool, don't you understand that the woman is trying to tell you something important? That you are with her, you say that you love women, and all you're doing is just going to the bathroom with her and on her and through her, so that you have no idea of what she's trying to tell you. But, sex was created by God. Yes, it was. Man should not be alone. So God made him a helpmeet, so he would not be alone, so that he could be fruitful and multiply. Multiplication is to increase the species. But to be fruitful is not just say to increase the species, but it's the value of your mindset, the value of your heart, the value of what's happening. We call it the fruit of the Spirit. Then those things that come about, that keep a person in the right character, keep them into that place of define of their ability, define their character, define the value of who they are. Being fruitful. How much kindness do you have? How much self-control do you have? How much value? How much love are you exhibiting? How much joy are you having in your life? And that's what we wanted to talk about, these things. And then when you go into these situations, especially in some of our future meetings that are coming up, we would like to talk about the communication. We would like to talk about, before you jump into a relationship, what we should be doing and how you should be doing certain things to get to know a person. So we were talking about this online one time, and one of the young ladies said, well, after all, how can you say certain things about communication when people don't care anyway? All they want to do is get in and get out. They don't want to do a little pillow talk. They always want to do is do what they got to do and get it over with. And I'm all right. I said, are you really all right? Are you really fulfilled? Are you really left high and dry? Did you be in that place where you're aggravated, where you're stressed out, where you have no compassion? Are you left in that place where it's you unfulfilled? And this is what happens so many times when a man does not know how to treat a woman, or to fulfill a woman, or to please a woman. See, when God made man and women, man and woman, okay, he made the man, boom. Okay, man is available, visual, and upfront about things. But the girl, from her head all the way to the sole of her feet and even the toe, all her feet have points and pressure points and places of exotic touches, exotic points that could be massage, there could be methods of if a person know what to do and how to do. It would make her happy. It would make her happy. And to please her. God did not make his daughters to be left stranded, high and dry, unfulfilled, unpleased, and then frustrated and disappointed. I'm sorry. He wants us all to have joy. He wants us all to have peace. He wants us all to be happy. Not just say happy, but to be so that we can do the works. We can do things that we could do above and beyond. Go to that place of excellence. Go to that place of fulfillment. Go to that place of joy. Go to that place of being great on the inside, of excellence, purity, and perfection. So this is what we want to talk about today. And then in the future, we want to bring more and more ideas and more things, and we're going to complete these things, go into this, and then change it to different topics at certain time and different things. But in the meantime, we want to discuss these things that's really holding us back in life. Not only holding us back in life, because so many times we're walking around being disappointed, failures, fearful, not happy, not have joy in our life. We don't have the right spirit. And then we're taking on all of these different partners and different relationships, looking for love in the wrong places. Because we already said before, sex without love is just masturbation. That's all there is to it. And then, relationship without love is a train wreck soon to happen. So when they get married, they're in a relationship and they get married, and the next thing you know, it's come to the divorce court. Here come the breakup. Here come the domestic violence. Here come the place where they've been neglected. Here come the place where they've been abandoned. How would you like to spend your life? And then majority of your life to be mature, beautiful, wonderful, and even a guy that you have all these thought patterns about family and all this good stuff, and you run into the wrong woman, and the next thing you know, you're miserable. Next thing you know, you are on the road to the divorce court. Next thing you know, you're out there cheating and the different relationship. You had no intention of going through all this stuff because you didn't know love, you didn't have compassion, you didn't have intimacy, and you didn't have standard and a balance of love and the true love about what's going on. So when little things come about, the storms of life come about, you don't have the foundation. You don't have the strength to endure those things, those pains, to endure those storms. So this is why we come just to talk about these things. And I want you to, like I said, let me know feedback. Let me know some of the topics that you want to talk about, discuss, especially in a relationship. And the next few weeks that we're going to talk about relationships and continue in our relationship and continue in, because we're not prepared. We're just not prepared for a good life of joy, peace, harmony, and a good intimacy. Okay? It's like, how would you How would you like to have a situation going about, whereas you're left frustrated, you left lonesome, lonely, you left empty, you left unfulfilled? So you had a little bit of relief, but you're still there, because the next thing you know, you're still back at that level 1 again. Instead of being complete, empty, and relaxed and fulfilled, to say that, wow, well, you can sing a song of joy, sing a happy song, a whistle, or clap your hand, yeah, okay. And if you really want to get technical, how about a nice good volcanic reaction? Okay, let's do it and do it right. That's it. Do it right. But then again, if you don't know these things, you're going to be frustrated, you'll be unfulfilled, and then you die full of all of the stuff that's been held back. Then you never been experienced true love. And this is what we want to do. Try to help each other to have that true love. Help each other to be fulfilled. Help each other to have the joy and the peace in their heart, their love, and their mind. So with that wonderful peace, that's why I did write the book, Divorcing from Porn, Lust, and Sexual Addiction. And we're going to talk about these things and adjust these things. Okay? So now, think about it. Think about it. It's a damn shame. Like this one girl, this lady, at 12 years old, she was involved with a sexual activity, never knowing fulfillment, never knowing joy and peace, never knowing having children and grandchildren, and dying at a let's say a middle age, right? Without knowing love. Without knowing love. Used, abused, and beat down and beat up. That's a damn shame. For real. Okay, guys? So think about it. And hope to see you. I'm going to try to put this on YouTube and Twitter. So if you happen to see People in Love, desire to excel, it'll be me. So keep watching, keep looking at it, and then send me a little note, and then how you say, join us. Press the button, and then be it with us. So the next time we come along, which will probably be this weekend, and next 3 or 4 days, 2 or 3 days, we're going to put up another video, and we're going to try to give you a little bit more insight on this, because right now I'm just testing the water as to how you feel about it, because I know that some people are going to say, well, why are you talking about that now? Because we don't need to be talking about this. I've been married for 30 years and we ain't had no problem. Okay, so you know, had no problem. Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Are you have joy? Are you have peace? Are you really, really, really glad about it? You love your children, but do you love your husband? Do you love the person that you're with? Are y'all happy? Are you fussing and fighting and arguing about unnecessary stuff? Are you concerned about the value of life in your neighborhood, your family, your houses? Are you really taking care of your children, teaching your children the proper way and the good life, about how to sustain life and how to avoid pitfalls and failures? Are you really giving them instructions? Are you helping those sisters and brothers and your cousins and all of those people that's out there who are straight and hungry and are in a bad place? Then come back and tell me that you have a wonderful and joyous life in peace, that you're happy, you don't fuss and fight, you don't frown up and beat. Well, everybody gonna have some little argument. That's another lie. We were not born, made, or created to have any type of negativity in our life. Storms will come, storms will come. It said, if you desire to have a godly life, if you desire to have a good life, you will face, F-A-C-E, face these different things. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be have to face with each other. You're supposed to support each other. Don't fight each other, but fight with each other. Fight for each other. Protect each other. And then advance farther and farther to where you need to go. So with that in mind, wonderful people, thank you for being with us. This is Michael Jones signing out, signing in. Okay then. So take care. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this with someone else that's going through some stuff, and let them know that they're valuable. Let them know that they're worthy. Let them know that they are loved, and they were made to be loved. Okay? Let them know that they're unique and special. And that all this fussing and fighting is negativity and is not a way of life and creation. All right now? And I'll see you in a few days. Okay? Be blessed. Take care now. Bye. All right. Yes.